Hi friends, it's Miss Anne from Herrick District Library. Thank you for joining me for Preschool Storytime today. I am excited that you're here and I'm excited to get started. So let's just jump right in, like we so often do, with our alphabet. Now lately, friends, we have been singing our alphabet to the tune of head and shoulders, knees, and toes. If you haven't done that before, it's okay. Just follow along, and you can always rewind the video and try again if you want to, because practice is how we get better at things, right? So, to the tune of head and shoulders, knees, and toes, we're going to sing our alphabet. We're going to sing it forwards and backwards, and I know you can do it. So, let's start. Here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Sing the alphabet with me. Sing with me. Good job. And good job following along, because I forgot to tell you about that end part where we sing the alphabet with me, sing with me. So now if we're going to sing it backwards, friends, really make sure that we're connecting those letters' names with their shapes and their sounds. What letter do we start with if we're going backwards? We start with Z this time. So when we start with Z, we're going all the way back, and instead of singing sing the alphabet with me, because me and Z rhyme, right? But we're going to be ending this time with A. So we'll go backwards. We'll start at Z and we'll go all the way through A, and we'll sing the alphabet this way. Sing this way. Because way and A rhyme, right? Okay. You ready? Get your shoulders loose. We don't want any alphabet injuries. Here we go. Z, Y, X, W, V, U, T, S, R, Q, P, O, N, M, L, K, J, I, H, G, F, E, D, C, B, A. Sing the alphabet this way. Sing this way. Great job, everyone. And like we so often do in our preschool story times, we are going to be talking about one special letter and that letter's sound today. I'm going to tell you the sound that this letter makes, and we'll see if you can guess what it is. This letter's sound is J, J, J. Any ideas? It's a little bit tricky because there are actually a couple of letters that make this sound, but we today are talking about letter J. Sometimes letter G borrows J's sound, but today we're going to be talking about J, and we're going to be looking for the letter J. This is our big J, our uppercase J. Our little j looks a little different. It looks like this. It has a dot on top instead of a cross on top. So be on the listen for the J sound and on the lookout for that letter J shape. First song I would like to do with you, I'm going to need you to stand up, friends, because we are going to do some jumping. Yes, jumping has the J sound, right? Jumping. This song is called Mr. Eric's Jumping Song. Mr. Eric is the man who wrote the first 4 Pete the Cat books, the ones that have the songs in them, like I Love My White Shoes and Groovy Buttons. And he has a whole bunch of music, which is really awesome for kids, and you can actually check that out here at our library. But today we're going to sing Mr. Eric's Jumping Song. I'm going to actually play the music because I think the music is really fun. But in this song, we're going to start with the first verse, and we'll just be jumping. And I need you to jump as high as you can for me. And then in the second verse, we're going to be jumping and clapping. See if we can do those 2 things at once. And on the third verse, we're going to be jumping and clapping and shaking. Now, a couple of ideas for shaking. If you have a shaker egg, or some other kind of noisemaker that you would like to use, pause this video, go get your noisemaker, and then come back and be ready to jump and clap and shake. If you don't have something like this that you want to use, no problem. We can shake our bodies, right? We can shake our hands, we can shake our head, shake our shoulders, all kinds of fun shaking. So the first verse, just jumping. Oh, just jumping. Both just sounds, right? Second verse, jumping and clapping. Third verse, jumping and clapping and shaking. And we'll see if we can do all three of those things at once. I'm not sure I can, but I'm definitely going to try. And I hope you will play along with me. So let's get our music started here. Mr. Eric's jumping song. Ready to jump, friends. You can even jump now if you want to. No reason to stop.
This is Mr. Eric's jumping song. Where everybody jumps along, it's a song. Where everybody jumps. Oh, what? This is Mr. Eric's jumping song. Everybody now start jumping along with Mr. Eric's fabulous jumping song.
Whew. Good jumping. You ready to jump and clap? Coming up next. Here we go.
Now it's a jumping and a clapping song. Where you just jump and clap along, it's a song. Where you jump and you clap. Oh, what? This is Mr. Eric's jump clapping song. Everybody jump and clap along with Mr. Eric's jumping clapping song.
Okay, the next one we're going to jump and clap and shake. I don't know how that's going to work, but we're going to try it.
It's a jumping, clapping, shaking song. Where you jump, clap, and shake along, it's a song. Where you jump and clap and shake. Oh, what? This is Mr. Eric's jump, clap, and shaking song. Everybody jump, clap, shake along with Mr. Eric's jumping, clap, and shaking song.
Dance anything you want to, friends. Woo! My goodness. Wow. That was a very energetic song, wasn't it? Maybe if you have lots of wiggles to get out, maybe you can go back and do it again. It's a pretty fast song too, and sometimes it's hard for us to keep up with something if we aren't familiar with it, so doing it over and over again could be a lot of fun. But for now, we're going to try and calm ourselves down a little bit by doing a little breathing exercise. We are going to take a few breaths. We're going to pretend that we're smelling a flower. Take a big deep breath in. And then we're going to blow our breath out and pretend we're blowing dandelion seeds, those silver puffy dandelion seeds. Then they go floating away. We're going to do this 3 times. So can you pretend that your hand is a flower? Sort of look like flower petals, don't they? So we're going to smell the flower and blow the dandelion seeds. Again, smell the flower and blow the dandelion seeds. One last time, smell the flower and blow the dandelion seeds. Great job. Sometimes taking a minute to just take a few big deep breaths can help us if we've really been excited or we're really feeling big emotions. So we like to practice some different ways to breathe, do deep breathing. But right now, friends, remember I told you that we were going to be looking for the letter J? I went to the library. I'm at the library. I went out to look at the books in the library to see if I could find any books that have the letter J on the cover. And I have brought a few with me, and I hope that you'll help me look for our J's. This first book, you see any letter J's there? I see 1 and 2, right? This book is called Jabari Jumps. We were just jumping, weren't we? Jabari Jumps. This is a really great book. It's all about how sometimes doing something new can be a little bit scary, And if we're not ready, that's okay, because we can always try again another time. I like this book a lot. It reminds me that I don't have to always do things right the first time. There, you can see Jabari. What does it look like he's trying to do? Jump off the diving board. Oh my goodness. Grown-ups, I'm going to make a list of the books that we talk about today, and some other books that have the letter J in them, and some of the other topics that we talk about. And that will be linked in our community collections in the description of this video. My next book that I wanted to show you is called Journey. You hear the J sound? Journey. There's our J. A journey is like a long trip, or even a shorter trip. It's a kind of trip. This book, friends, doesn't have any words in it. It only has pictures. It has really, really beautiful pictures. And you can kind of read the pictures and make up your own story about it, because you can tell what's happening in the pictures by looking at them. There we have our little girl with her awesome, cool marker. At the beginning, I'll show you what she does with her marker at the beginning. She draws a door, and that's how she goes on her journey into a magical land. This is another really fun book, and it's part of a trilogy, actually. There are 3 books. So if you like this book, you can definitely check out the other ones, and they're just as good as this first one. Just. Yes, just. I have one more book I'd like to show you with a J on it. I wonder if you can guess what the J word might be in this title by looking at all the different animals. I see an elephant, looks like maybe a gorilla, sloth, snake. Where do those kinds of animals live? A lot of them do live at a zoo, don't they? Does zoo start with the J sound? No. I also see lots of trees, lots of leaves and plants. Can you think of a place that starts with the J sound where animals like this might live? The jungle. There's our J, of course. This book is called The President of the Jungle. It's a really fun book about how the animals weren't really happy with how the lion, who's supposed to be the king of the jungle, is handling things in the jungle. They think he's not being very nice. So they decide to try something different and try having a president of the jungle. It's another really fun book. Thank you for helping me look for all of our J's, my friends. Okay, our next song, friends, is a very silly song that I learned when I was really little. It was a really long time ago. This song is called Peanut Butter and Jelly. Great listening. You heard the J sound when we said jelly, right? So in this song, if you've ever done the spicy salsa song, it's a lot like the spicy salsa song, except instead of pretending to make salsa, we're pretending to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. So we're going to have a whole bunch of different motions. First thing we're going to do is crack our peanuts open. Have you ever seen peanuts that are in their shells and you need to crack them open to get to the part that you can eat? We're going to crack the peanuts, and then we're going to sing our chorus, and then we're going to crush the peanuts, and we're going to sing our chorus, and then we're going to take the peanut butter after the peanuts have all been crushed, and we're going to spread it on a piece of bread. And then we're going to pick our grapes. We're going to make some grape jelly today. We're going to pick some grapes, and then we're going to do our chorus, and then we're going to smash our grapes, and we're going to do our chorus again, and then we're going to spread our jelly onto another piece of bread, and then our last verse, we're going to pretend to eat our peanut butter and jelly sandwich. You ready? So the chorus of this song, friends, goes like this: peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Now, when I was little, that's how we like to sing it. We like to sing the jelly really silly, like where we were using our really deep voice. but you can sing it however you want to. And I'm going to do some silly dance moves during our chorus. So when we're singing about peanut butter, I'm going to do this. And then when we sing jelly, I'm going to give a big thumbs up for the jelly. So it goes like this. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. You ready to jump in with me? Here we go. We're going to sing our chorus first, and then we're going to crack our peanuts. Here we go. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. First, you take the peanuts and you crack them. You crack them, you crack them, crack them, crack them. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Next, you take the peanuts and you crush them. You crush them. You crush them, crush them, crush them. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Now what do? We take the peanut butter and we take out a piece of bread. Next, you take some bread and you spread it. You spread it. You spread it, spread it, spread it. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. It's time to work on our jelly. We're going to pick some grapes. Ready? Next, you take some grapes and you pick them. You pick them. You pick them, pick them, pick them. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Next, you take the grapes and you smash them. You smash them. You smash them, smash them, smash them. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Now, do you remember? Then you take some bread and you spread it. You spread it. You spread it, spread it, spread it. Spread that jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Now we're going to what? Put our sandwich together, and we're going to get ready to eat it. Next, you take your sandwich and you eat it. You eat it. You eat it, eat it, eat it. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Peanut, peanut butter, and jelly. Great job, everyone. Thank you for pretending to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches with me. All right, friends. Look what I have. We've got some mail. This is the part of the envelope where it will tell us where this letter is going, where this mail is going, or who it's going to. And it says Preschool, Storytime, Friends, Herrick, District Library. And that's us, right? And usually up here, it would tell us where or who the letter is coming from. But I just see some question marks there, which I think means we're going to have to guess who this letter is from. We're going to sing a little song, and then I'm going to read you some clues and see if you can guess what animal this is from. This is an animal whose name starts with our letter sound today. What letter sound is that? J, the letter J sound, right? So let's sing our little song. We got a lovely letter in the mail. That's to the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It, Clap Your Hands. And then I'm going to read you the letter and we'll see if you can figure out what animal this is. Here we go. Oh, we got a lovely letter in the mail. Yes, we've got a lovely letter in the mail. Getting mail is so much fun. Now let's see what's in this one, in this lovely little letter in the mail. Okay, so we're going to open up our envelope, take out our letter, our message, our note. This is an animal whose name starts with the J sound. Here are our clues. Dear Storytime friends, I live in the ocean. Okay. I'm usually shaped like a very squishy umbrella. The umbrella kind of looks like this, right? Kind of a curved top. A squishy umbrella. I can be very hard to see as I drift in the water, but try not to get too close to me. I might sting you by accident. Can you think of an animal that lives in the ocean, starts with the j sound, that floats in the water and is kind of shaped like an umbrella, but it's squishy? J, j, j. Did you guess jellyfish? Jellyfish starts with the j sound. This is not the same kind of jelly we just made for our peanut butter and jelly sandwiches, though. Definitely don't go into the ocean and try and eat a jellyfish right out of the ocean. They might sting you. Friends, are there things that you know about jellyfish that you can tell me? Yes, some of them glow in the dark, which I think is so cool. Jellyfish can come in lots of different colors. They come in like kind of our white jellyfish like we had here. I also have some jellyfish books here to show you. There are a couple of different kinds of jellyfish. They're not actually fish. They're a different kind of sea creature, but they're pretty cool. They're pretty interesting. And some of them do glow in the dark. Are there any other things that you can tell me about jellyfish? Yes, they're in the movie Finding Nemo. Yes, Dory and Nemo's dad come across a lot of jellyfish, and they try to stay away from them because they don't want to get stung. Although they wind up sort of bouncing on the tops of them. I'm not sure that would really happen in real life, but it's fun to imagine, isn't it? Friends, did you know that jellyfish don't have any bones or brains or blood? They are just very squishy and floaty. They don't have any bones or brains or blood, which is very interesting. And another thing that I just learned, let's see, I think it's in this book, that I learned when I was looking up these animals to learn more about them for our story time. There are all different sizes of jellyfish, including a kind of jellyfish that's bigger than a person. This is a picture that kind of shows you how big the jellyfish is compared to how big a human person, an adult person is. That's a big jellyfish. I don't think I would want to come across a jellyfish that big myself. That kind of jellyfish is called a lion's mane jellyfish. It's the biggest jellyfish that we know about. Friends, thank you for exploring jellyfish with me. We do have, of course, lots of books at the library if you want to learn more about them. They are pretty fascinating creatures. And friends, just like that, good listening, just like that, story time is done for today. I would like to say thank you by singing a little thank you song, and then I will see you next time. So I'm going to sing, thanks for watching, thanks for playing, thanks for listening today. Sadly, story time is over, but I hope you have a lovely day. Thank you so much for coming to Storytime, friends. I will see you next time.